What up, the Cholo Trucker Mas movies and shows? All right, it's been enough days, man. Enough days have passed where I could go ahead and talk about Yellowstone. Again, it was advertised as season finale, but man, it really felt like a series finale. I don't think it's coming back, at least not Yellowstone. There's talks of so many other spin-offs, but we shall see what happens. All right, so it's over. It's done. All right. Um, Yellowstone, the Dutton's Ranch is no more. It's gone. But I'll go ahead and I'll tell you guys this, man. Overall, I thought the final episode was good enough. All right. I don't think it was great. But I thought it was good enough. Don't get me wrong. It was a little heartbreaking, man. It was a little heartbreaking seeing the entire crew leave. They went ahead and they sold the ranch for $1.25 an acre. Um, back to the reservation. And there's a whole spin on that. If you guys watched, what was it, 1883 with Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, there's a whole spin on it, right? So it does make full circle on it. Now, 1883, I wasn't a fan of. I'm a fan of Tim McGraw, but yeah, I just wasn't a fan of, man. Now, the show 1923 with Harrison Ford, I am a fan of that show. But sticking to Yellowstone here. Um, so these last few episodes, what was it? 6 episodes, 5, 6 episodes were the episodes without Kevin Costner. Um, it was look, it was good. It ended fine for me. All right. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It ended fine. I thought it was okay. Um, Little heartbreaking, like I said, seeing the entire crew break up and them finally burying John Dutton. I mean, good gosh, John Dutton died in the very uh first episode of what was it, episode 9 of this final season, and it took them a few episodes to finally bury him in the ground. um yeah, man, it was it was a this was a great show. Yellowstone was a damn good show. I really enjoyed the show. When I got word that Kevin Costner was not coming back, I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but honestly, at least for me, it worked. I thought they could have continued without Kevin Costner. Don't get me wrong, Kevin Costner, John Dutton, he was the main character, but there was a lot of other character developments going on where I'm like, you know what? It's actually kind of working without Kevin Costner. Why don't they just keep it going? But like I said, as of right now, there's really no word. Um, Jamie's dead. This is the part that I didn't like, all right? And that is this. They painted Jamie to be the main bad guy with a snap of a finger, and it just that to me didn't work. If there's anything here that I got a gripe about or that I can complain about, now maybe you guys feel different. Maybe you hated Jamie. I never did. To me, Jamie, they bullied him, right? They bullied the heck out of him, like pushed him away and made him seem like, hey, you're not really one of us. Yes, technically he wasn't, but man, did they start treating him like he's that, adopted stepchild, and he was. But it was bothering me, man. It was bothering me that they were like, especially Beth. Like, look, I get it if people love Beth. I was never that big of a fan of hers. All right. I wasn't. Um, she struck me as a chick that was like superly overly entitled. All right. And she was. And she knew the power that she had. All right. Um, I like Rip, but Jamie, like I said, I never saw him as a bad guy like that. I never saw him as a complete heel. Like in, I mean, pretty damn fast, you turned him into enemy number one of the show Yellowstone. And I'm not, like I said, I don't want to defend him, but there was nothing really there for me. Well, I felt bad for him more than I hated the guy. So when Beth goes to his house to kill him, and they start throwing down, I'm just kind of like I'm not really feeling that. I'm not really cheering for Beth to kill him. Like I said, maybe some of you guys are because you hate him. I never came to hate him. So I'm just kind of watching and I'm just kind of like, man. And I know Rip is like gonna show up to save Beth as Jamie's choking her, but she's already kind of put hands on this dude. And then like the stabbing, like Beth just like she loved it. Like, oh man, I couldn't wait. I've been waiting so long to just kill you. And I'm like, really? I didn't hate him. That's probably the only problem I have. There was not enough hatred for me or even dislike. I mean, maybe I was starting to dislike Jamie a little bit, I guess. But they already killed Homegirl like 2 episodes ago. She was the evil one. She was pretty sexy, but she was the evil one. I don't know, man. It just that part didn't work for me. But outside of that, all right. So Jamie's dead. They take him to oh man, what do they call it? The train station. Where they get rid of him, they torch his vehicle. Authorities think he's on the run. The story goes that he tried to kill Beth and now he torched his own vehicle and he's on the run, right? So they're never gonna find him, and that's about it. Beth and Rip, they purchase. Well, Beth purchases a ranch. I forgot where, somewhere far, so they could stay away from us Californians. Yes, hey, that's their words. All right, that's their words, Holmes. They don't want anybody like me around them. So, um, yeah, I guess far from Californians. That's what they said. Cool. Um, Casey, they go, he already had purchased his own little spot with his family. They go, they get some cattle, and now they're gonna do their own thing. They start taking Yellow Branch down and gain everything that they want to get from it because they sold it. It's gone. They leave and you know here comes all the natives tearing it down, or not so much tearing it down, but doing everything that they're gonna do to it. And I mean that's basically it, man. I mean the show is done. It's over. The whole crew broke up. Some of them went down to Texas. Some of them, they just went their own ways, man. And like I said, it was a little bit heartbreaking seeing the crew break up. And it's like, damn, like you kind of feel that because you got so used to them being together, where now it's like, well, now they're no, now they're gone. Now they're all going their own separate ways. But anyway, look, nonetheless, it's over. It's done. If the show doesn't come back, I'm satisfied with it. I'm satisfied with it. It'd be cool if um maybe they have one more season, like 5 years from now or something, where they all meet up somewhere or something like that, right? Like the show Justified, they did that. Prison Break did that. Fast forward so many years, and they'll go ahead and have one more. Do a small season for whatever reason, but if not, it's cool if they come up with some sort of spin-off, depending on who it is. I might go check it out. Rip, that's my boy. That's my guy right there. So if it involves him, then I'll probably be all over it. Which, if it's going to be a spinoff, I believe it has to be Rip and Beth. I don't think anybody else is going to work. If it's going to be Casey and his family, look, no disrespect, but they're boring. They are. All right, out of the whole show, um, Casey's cool. I like Casey and all that, but him and his family, they were pretty boring in the show, man. They weren't really like a hot commodity for me. They were cool. They contributed, yes, absolutely. But do you really want to see a spin-off about them? Like, I don't. It would have to be about Rip and Beth. Even though I don't really care for Beth much, but hey, man, she brings it. So, anyway, hey, man, Yellowstone is over. It's done. I really enjoyed the show. It was a lot of fun. If there's a spin-off with Rip and Beth, I'll go ahead, I'll tune in, and hopefully it's good. But if not, hey man, you know what? Another great show, another show you can binge watch. Yellowstone. Thank you so much for the entertainment. I watched every single episode, and I even watched 1883, and I will be watching the season 2 of 1923. So, hey, with that, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed Yellowstone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the final season, if that's what it was. I thought it was good enough. And there you guys go. What a great show. Great, great show. Cholo Trucker, Moss Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.